Ross here.
WTF! WTF!
Hello, I'm Ross Twiddell from Cultaholic.com. You are my sexual wank pheasants, and welcome to all of the WTF moments from what was a really good episode of SmackDown Live, apart from the bad bits. And thank God there were some bad bits, or I wouldn't have a show. Let's get cracking with the knocking. Why? Wrong show. Here's a novel idea, WWE. Why don't you let these two wrestlers show who's the best by letting them go at it in a wrestling match? I tell you what though, since this $1 billion 5-year deal with Fox has gone through, it's almost as if Vince McMahon has stuck his two fingers up at Fox, laughing at them for how much money they've paid for his thing. Look at all that money you've paid for this crap, he said. Ha 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 ha, suck my cock, Roman. So just in case you don't understand how the concept of the Money in the Bank ladder match works, after 13 pissing years of watching the damn thing, Samoa Joe walked down to the ring at the start of last night's SmackDown Live. He got a ladder out from underneath the ring, set the ladder up in the ring, climbed up the ladder, took the Money in the Bank briefcase down, walked back down the ladder, and stood there going, yay! All while the commentary team was saying words that, if they weren't actually words, would have been a paint-by-numbers picture for kids. Thanks for making it so clear, WWE. I am very much sure that if you didn't have that segment there last night, none of us would have understood how Money in the Bank works, you thoughtful bastards. Samoa Joe then goes on to say, after Money in the Bank, I will be smiling just like I am now. What a pretty smile. Two signs at last night's SmackDown Live. Anthony Valentine, won't you be my Valentine? Thank you very much. And also thanks to a man who's called Masked Man on Twitter, who claims that there is his official application to work here at Cultaholic.com. Let me tell you, pal, that will not get you far. Head yourself over to Cultaholic.com/careers, just like everybody else in the world has to do. And then back to Samoa Joe, who claimed that he was going to show Daniel Bryan that there's far worse things in life than forced retirement. Of course there is, Joe. You don't need to show us that by beating up Daniel Bryan. Markham's lady balls when the head of your toilet brush comes off in the bowl when you're trying to clean the damn thing. The cast of Geordie Shore, Death, Enzo Amore's rap career. There's bare things, pal, bare things. And then out he came out, Mr. Hobblong himself, the peg leg incarnate, big ass. He claimed that Daniel Bryan is the shrimp, Samoa Joe is the blimp, which means in turn, Big Cass, you must be the gimp. Hey, think about it, pal. You can't be anything but a gimp. You've had two singles rivalries with two little people, and on both occasions you've walked out injured, you numpty. More visual demonstrations from WWE. This time we learned how to count to 10. But think about the kayfabe logic behind this scene here. Think about Shinsuke Nakamura waking up one night thinking, oh, you know what would be a good idea for next week's SmackDown Live? Me count to 10 with the help of some cards. Then Shinsuke Nakamura walking down to his local library, paying a few beans to print off 10 sheets of A4 paper just so you can walk along the backstage area and drop them on the floor. What the hell's the crack with that? Come on now, WWE, stop rewriting every single thing that happened in the past. Ronda Rousey was not that ready for the Olympics that she won a gold medal. As you can see there, she only won a bronze. I mean, it's good, but it's not that good, says the fat bastard who literally celebrated getting 7 Subway vouchers in the post yesterday. Come on. And now it's time for this.
Wankety wank, wankety wank. Wankety wank, wankety wank. Wankety wank, wankety wank, wankety wank.
Welcome to Wankety Wank, the section of WTF moments where, just like on Blankety Blank, a sexual wank pheasant watches a WWE show, points out a mistake that I have missed, and I give him all the credit, because I'm great. And thank you to Oliver for everything you can see around about here. I appreciate a good pun, and yesterday I got 7 Subway vouchers in the post. Come on. So Shinsuke Cocknocker in the middle of the ring counts to 10 in perfect English, yet Byron Saxton still finds the need to say, huh? Japanese? What? No. What? No. Here's Lana last week, and here she is this. Now, last week it looked like, since Lana got a brand new pair of eyes from Vince McMahon himself and the fact that she won a wrestling match by using only 2 moves, that she was going to be the brand new big bitch, the female version of WWE's big dog. But now she's competing in dancing contests on SmackDown Live, and it looks like Vince McMahon has taken away her brand new pristine blue eyes and replaced them with some bog standard hazel ones. The push was good while it lasted, wasn't it, Lana? At least we've still got Rusev. Dun 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 dun. No, Kevin, that is not Rusev dancing his way down to the ring wearing glow-in-the-dark attire. That is Naomi. Obviously, there's some science behind this mistake. Obviously, of course, as well, Kevin Dunn was erect at the sign of Rusev, distracted so much he forgot to change the bloody graphics. Don't worry though, Kevin, it's very easy to get lost in those Bulgarian eyes, of course. I understand why this mistake happened. Next up, we have Tom Phillips claiming that he can do the Macarena, a WTF moment indeed, but do not fear, dear viewer, I have obtained exclusive footage as to how Tom Phillips' Macarena goes. Hey, massive stiffy on a plane. Oh, we've got back up the commentary team says, because as we all know, in WWE dance-offs, everybody needs backup in case it kicks off. Now, I'm sure that if push did come to shove, which it did, of course, that the Usos will have absolutely no problem doing that backup thing by kicking the crap out of Lana. Of course that would happen. No, it wouldn't. Alana Rooney, bollocks to it. Let's play it for old time's sake.
Tea time.
But Lana, after stealing his gimmick, please keep an eye out next time you're at a Starbucks, because you never ever know, a rogue Booker T might just appear out of nowhere and slash you, in brackets, which he promised he would do to Corey Graves. So just after Lana slapped the piss out of Naomi and Jimmy Uso's mouths, yes, they both carry piss in their mouths, they retaliated, to which Byron Saxton said you should never mess with a married couple. Oh. Now, I don't know if you knew this, dear viewer, but Lana is, of course, married to WWE superstar, my bane spirit animal, handsome Rusev of Rusev Day. What is the point in Byron Saxton? So despite the fact that big, scary, sweaty savages who grew up in forests or something, who have a gimmick from the 1980s, the Bludgeon Brothers have degrees in broadcast intrusion, which means they can interfere with the signal of any television in the world. Quite advanced for a hobo, innit? It's almost as if WWE is run by children these days, thinking, oh, that'll look pretty cool, that, but not thinking the actual science behind logic behind why certain things happen the way they do. And speaking of the 1980s Bludgeon Brothers, the Max Headroom incident wants its shtick back. So Corey Graves, as he always does in fairness to him, calls Mandy Rose God's greatest creation. Carmella, who was sat next to him on commentaries, all like, who pal? I'm good looking too. Corey Graves then gets all flustered and blurts out of his mouth that he feels like he's in a park looking at a beautiful baby chipmunk with a falcon ready to swoop down to take that chipmunk away. Byron Saxton strikes again. So Carmella's on commentary for that women's match, and she's talking about how she thought people like Byron Saxton, you know, the haters, probably thought she would lose to Charlotte Flair, but she beat her twice, and she's going to go out to Money in the Bank, and she's going to beat Asuka as well. In response to these claims, Byron Saxton replies, yes, but Asuka's a completely different story to Charlotte Flair. Aye, Byron, a worse story. However, man, Byron Saxton, we know how it works now. Charlotte beat Asuka at WrestleMania, then Carmella beat Charlotte twice, which means that Carmella is better than Charlotte, who in turn is better than Asuka. It's not hard, you bloody numpty. Oh god, Pagey Wagey brought up Team PCB, which is otherwise known, of course, as the Submission Sorority, which is otherwise known as, of course, once again, a massive porn series. Apparently. There's no doubt about it, after this, Paige would have been bloody kicking herself saying things like, Paige, what are you doing? Ladies, it's tea time. Otherwise translated in English too, ladies, it's tea time. Bollocks to it. The lady called for it. It must mean it's... bias. Well, hasn't this taken an interesting turn? This time you have Corey Graves claiming that since Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe have just been preparing for one another, the advantage has to be with Big Cass, since that singles match was turned into a late impromptu triple threat. Nah, it's Big Cass, man. He's crap. Big Cass just does not understand wrestling, does he? For a second time, Daniel Bryan had to grab his arm and wave it about a bit to make it look as if the S-Lock was a hard thing to put on a big, sweaty man. This was something that Byron Saxton, who of course was a fantastically proficient technical wrestler back in the day, somebody go on the internet and Google what his finishing move was, for Christ's sake, found hilarious, as he was clearly seen laughing in the back of shot. Unprofessional numpty. And he was crap at wrestling too. What the hell happened to the 1, 2, 3 when people were on the brink of passing out? I know it's all about referees' discretion these days, but bloody hell, if I was Daniel Bryan, I would have been pissed off because I was just robbed. Everybody knows that when a babyface is on the brink of passing out, their arm goes down once, their arm goes down twice, but on the third time it stops, and in short of the mat, they hulk up and do some more wrestles. Shame on! Mike Chioda. Literally looks like he's just lost a game of soggy biscuit, but without the biscuit. And that's it on that sobering thought of Samoa Joe having a mouthful of male ejaculate. Thank you once again for being a sexual wank pheasant. Honestly, I do appreciate it. If you do want to follow me on the Twitter machine, it's at Ross on Wrestling. If you like what we do here at Cultaholic.com and want to support us, it's patreon.com/Cultaholic. Anything you can afford to give us would be greatly appreciated, and we will love you forever. But most importantly of all, do not forget to join us every form of social media, apart from a Max Headroom Instant type thing.